The garden.
The garden.
Yes. Would you better operate the gates?
Oh yeah, okay,
What
I'll
with
do
that
that.
I'm
Yeah,
holding
yeah.
this
We're
camera.
going into the gate.
We are going in the gate. Yeah.
I
Oh, we
did-
could have a look at the front first.
Okay.
What's this azalea?
Yeah, it's a large azalea that I rescued from an ancient property.
Yeah, that was when they were demolishing the bungalows at the back, wasn't it? And all the gardens were left.
Yeah, I asked the local council if I could go into the back gardens and grab things, and they said okay.
And this is an ash tree, which we do not want, isn't it?
It wants to be a forest.
Yeah. There's a lot of ash activity around these parts.
Yeah, plenty in the lawn back.
Lots
And
of rose activity.
And that's a
usual
bit
buddleia.
of black currant coming.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, great. That's a bit random.
Yeah, well, it is a random garden, it's
This is
true.
a random garden. Would you care to enter the garden
yeah,
past the gigantic hedge plants?
Yeah.
My goodness, that one's got tall, hasn't it? I
That
haven't
one
really
there.
looked up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Right.
Hydrangea,
Yeah, it's coming.
always covering people in water whenever it's rained because it sticks out so much.
Is it?
Well, it does. When it gets wet, you brush past it and it goes like, you
It's
know.
just nature giving you a kiss, Stephen.
You and your poetry. Bird feeder. Snapdragons.
It needs water, and there's some lavender that we will do
Oh.
better with some water.
Oh, right. Well, better. Yes, of course, it hasn't rained again for a day or two.
Yeah, well, it rained very heavily, and then the trouble is it switches my brain off, and I go, oh, it's rained recently.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was a while ago now.
Hart's tongue ferns in the wall.
Yep.
All sorts of weedery up there.
Yeah,
around the
it's kind of,
carport.
this is kind of going for a sort of field vibe.
Yes, it rather is, isn't it? And
I
then
love
down.
the fact that the gel, the
What?
gel does very well. It just pops up everywhere.
I'm
it's really
afraid. I'm
pretty.
sorry, this video is so vertiginous.
Is it? What does that mean?
It means I keep swinging the angle around. And, you
It
know.
will make everyone dizzy.
Yeah, and here's the world's marvel. The what's the word? Standing. What's it called?
Oh God. Is this standard? No.
Standard. Yes, the
Yeah,
standard wisteria, not being allowed to climb up anything.
No, because we rent, so goodness knows when we'll be thrown
That's
out.
it. When we're evicted, we'll take this with us.
Yes.
And then into the corner here, nice little sun trap with its passion fruit.
It's very hot here, so it's
Ceiling.
good to have the ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the
This is from Kathleen's garden.
Yeah.
I got a patch there and a patch there and a patch there.
yes, it prevents bare soil very effectively, doesn't
Well,
it?
and also, I mean, I looked at it in her garden, and the bees were just covering it all the time. So I was like, "That's really nice. I want some of
We
that."
like bees. Lots of honeysuckle up here. And then this massive great lupin
Yeah, and
with
he's,
a stalk like a tree trunk. Everything needs watering today, doesn't it? Oh, and jasmine growing in this pot here.
yeah, this
which
one's
grows
got this jasmine.
right
is,
up onto the roof of the porch.
is one that goes. It's got like a corkscrew. You can see like that is quite sweet. It goes around a bit like a pinwheel.
I
It's
didn't
really
notice
sweet.
that. Yeah. Such detail.
I did. I thought about it when I bought it. I
Right,
was
now we've
like,
got pots.
I need that.
Pots, and we got pots. This one containing daisy
Weeds.
things.
And weeds.
Well, weeds, yeah. I mean, we specialise in weeds, don't we?
Yeah, these are non-edible weeds. That is an edible weed.
Oh, good. So it is. Well, it better be. And here we have got, what is this? Lobelias and, what are those things called?
Petunia.
Petunias, yes. Lobelias
And a few
petunias.
cheeky
Nasturtiums.
nasturtiums as
Oh, that's
well.
from last year, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I love things that just keep on coming back.
Yeah. And some more things down here.
Sorry, Dad. I realise you're all in there.
There's a very unsavoury hem area round by the.
Unsavoury.
Well, it's all rubbish and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's alright, it's
This
rustic.
is the past.
Yeah, and there's the fruit tree box.
Yeah, that.
Are there any living fruit trees in it?
I
at the
don't
moment?
think so. No.
We did try,
Yeah, yeah.
and then we planted something here, but these enormous things decided they wanted to live there
Ooh,
instead.
Look, look, look.
What's
I've
this?
never.
Okay.
I have
This is going to be a
an
long
aversion
film.
to knowing stuff. I like to think of myself as stupid. So
How weird.
it's a habit. But recently I thought, I know, I'm going to become a lady going around doing a little bit of pruning, and so I did so. And look, it's starting to do a second set of flowers as a result of my prune. I'm really proud of that.
Well, you've intervened.
I might even be learning something.
Yeah, you might. Watch out. More ash here.
Yep.
This is where the hedge used to be huge and shaded, but I did a really heroic kind of
Look, there's a magpie there.
thing. Oh, there's a magpie up on that corner, yes. Two. Right.
For joy.
Oh, good, that's better. You don't want sorrow. Massive great roses, what go up like arches over this path. There's another massive rose. There's all sorts of massive things, isn't it? Reaching for the sky is a thing in this
And
area.
I've got another plant to go, Chinese lantern tree to go in there.
Oh,
Which
good.
Again.
It's a bit bare still, isn't
I'm
it?
not too sure what this is. Maybe they could tell us what the name of this plant is.
Yes, what's this
It's
gigantic
a
beast?
succulent of some kind, and it makes
Yeah.
lots of flowers. It's doing very well just there.
This is where things get interesting, isn't it? So there's the mighty Mahonia, which survived the shed fire despite being no distance at all from it. It's
Yeah,
still
you can
got
see
blackened
it's got
trunk,
black bit. Yeah,
but you can't kill a Mahonia by burning it apparently.
seems not.
And then there's this. What's these purple ones that have gone over now?
Those are Nellymosa clematis.
Good for her. And these little white things,
That's mock orange.
mock orange. Yeah,
Very lovely smell.
yeah. We'll try and waft that into the movie.
You have to actually go up and smell it now, but
Yes.
when it was starting, it was. I mean, everybody knew it was doing its thing.
Bottle brush over there.
Another hanging basket of
Oh yeah.
peculiars.
All right. Peculiars. Oh
Peculiars,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, I'm the only person tall enough to water this one.
That's this is my kind of random nursery area, and this is the branches of my Chinese lantern tree laid down, and then I put a load of compost over it, and then they went. Actually, I'm a plant with roots, so
Well, that's
these
just a stick.
here.
You just stick
but-
a stick
but
in the ground.
no, it's got roots because it
Right.
laid down flat, and then
Yeah.
the compost went over it, and then while my back was turned, it developed roots
It's
for itself.
suckered.
Yeah, so I put it in here. I was expecting it to die, but it didn't.
Blimey.
So that means we've got two trees.
We've been gradually reglazing the greenhouse. That's got quite a lot of perspex glazing now, and we'll have another go at that. It's a bit expensive, isn't it? So we're going to do
Yeah, well,
a bit more purchasing
it's
later
good
on.
to pace purchasing,
But
isn't
the
it?
other side's covered now, and it's got tomatoes in it.
Yes,
And
they're
because
doing
there's a
very well.
hole, I can go right into the hole with this camera.
It was designed. It was a special
A camera hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the conversation pit, which at present has the table. The table is movable, isn't it?
It
It
is
can be
movable.
placed upon the patio outside
Sometimes
the
there,
door
yes.
instead, if required. And then what we've got more roses and
This one's an amazing
Stuff.
rose because this one is has got very dark leaves, and the rose is really light scarlet. It's really quite amazing against the leaves.
yeah, we've got quite a lot of different.
I need to get
Roses
another
in
one. There was
different
another
colours.
one here that's died, but it was interesting. They were planted together, and this one has dark leaves and light flowers, and the other one had light leaves and dark flowers. They're close together. That must have been on purpose. I think.
So then there's this thing in a dustbin.
That's a hibiscus.
Hibiscus, is it? Right.
It was getting itself drowned in a hedge.
Yeah.
So we took it out and we put it in the bin. It needs to go back somewhere now.
Yes. The
That's
biggest
actually-
gap in the hedge that we want filled, we could put it in, perhaps.
Yeah, well, I have an idea of putting it over there and then
Right,
taking
near
some
where
of
it
the
was.
crocosmia and putting it down there. Much more
Oh, yeah.
jigsaw
Okay.
puzzle attitude.
This is another area of various. This is all the glass bricks from the old porch, which we may be able to make a few quid on each of if we
No,
bother
well,
to market them.
I was thinking
Oh, you're going to
of
build
making
something.
a sort of glass wall there that will partition the two sides when I feel like I'm in a kind of frou-frou mood, which I'm not right now, but
Frou.
it's a project to after we've got a bit of what do you call it, decking.
Yes,
That's what you call it.
decking in this bit,
Yeah.
which we at present is a bit not decked
I want
properly.
decking all the way from the greenhouse to the path,
Ah, yeah.
so that this whole area will be a space for us to sit on.
So
At the
these are
moment-
nice, aren't they?
They are. They're very pretty, and
Are
they're-
these violas?
I've no idea what they are. They came up from.
Isn't that a little like a small pansy? They've got the same symmetry, haven't they, with the 5 petals or something?
They look like something else that I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Well,
great colour, aren't
perhaps that could be a comment on the video.
they? It could be a comment, yes.
A comment on the video.
Yes. Anyway, very Victorian colour, don't you think?
They're beautiful, yeah. This tree is still humming. You can't hear the
Yeah,
humming, no.
this tree hums so loudly.
It's so
You
noisy.
can hear it from many yards away when it's got 200 bees in it. It's funny, we've just come to the end of a season, haven't we? This time in
This
early
one-
June seems to be the end of something and ready for the beginning of something else.
Yeah, this one will have this tree has 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And the bees absolutely love it. It sounded like there was a whole hive in it the other day. So I'm looking forward to planting the other 2 in other places so that they could do just as good a job.
And then we've got plenty of these which don't need looking after because we didn't put them there.
We've got a mirror in the bamboo.
Oh yeah, mirror in the bamboo there. There's mirrors all around this garden. More tall roses. And what's the name? What's that thing growing tall there?
That's a willow.
Is that a willow?
Mhm.
Oh, that's a broader leafed one than the other one, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
we've got quite a lot of willow hedge where we put sticks in all down the hedge. There's a willow behind everything, and here's a big patch
Keep
of
the
willow
humans
there.
out.
Got to keep the humans out, yeah. All sorts of daft little fuchsias and weeds and fairies fishing rods.
This fuchsia is a success story
Oh.
because when it was first with us, it was just here, right by the side of the thing, and it just grew over the path, and also it grew like a really thick hedge, and it had these tiny little fuchsia flowers, and I always just thought I felt like he looked like a great big lunking builder man in a ballet dress.
It did rather, yes.
But it's looking better now
I
where
don't
it is.
necessarily want to see that.
It was too dynamic.
Another giant rose, which goes up to the sky, and is that honeysuckle again?
Yep, honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle, and then the compost,
Compost.
which is highly fruitful.
It is, yeah.
Mm.
And jasmine growing on the thingy there.
Oh, jasmine on the trellis.
Yep.
That's 2 nice words to put together, isn't it? Jasmine and trellis.
Yes.
Jasmine on the
We're
trellis.
very lucky.
And then the mighty bamboo hedge,
Yeah.
which seems to have gone through a cycle of dying. Like this whole lot of it has got old and died, and there's
Yeah, it's
new
got, like,
shoots
loads
growing
of-
green
loads-
in it now.
loads of, it went all seedy, look.
Yeah,
It's quite pretty, really.
lots of seed pods. Yeah.
And
seed heads.
people said, I looked it up, people said, oh, it's probably dying, but actually it doesn't look like it is. It looks like
Yeah,
it's...
it's a new generation, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's somehow it just gives up on a lot of branches and then puts out a lot of new ones.
And the guinea pigs love this. They love
Mm.
the seeds.
Do you think they're actually tiny pandas?
The guinea pigs.
Yeah,
They're like tiny panda horses.
that's panda horses.
Yes, because you see the lawn.
Oh, the lawn.
That's
Yes.
been worked on extensively by our panda horses.
Yeah.
I
The
think-
grazing herd keeps the lawn in order.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. They've done very well.
It has been a lot barer than this, but I do keep seeding it every year or two and trying to keep it up. Oh, that patch has grown now. Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
doing that's
You know,
doing better.
This-
Yeah.
This, you can see that this is
Mm.
where the guinea pigs were, and then they worked all the way down, round, backwards, forwards, ended up down here.
Yeah.
And so now their job is to go back up to the top and start all over again.
Boustrophodon, like an ox.
Yes.
Right. So then we've got another giant rose in the bottom of the hedge, and then all the old. What's it? It begins with L. The stuff we killed and turned
Oh.
into a dead hedge because it's too tall.
Leylandia.
Leylandia. I always think Lamostrigine.
No, that's different. It's an epilepsy drug.
It is.
Okay, and up through the branches of the apple tree, you can see the pine tree.
Yes, the mighty Christmas tree, which is as tall as the house, down in the bottom corner of the garden.
Pretty amazing.
That's there with the mirror leaning on it.
Yeah, and we need to put something in there because the neighbours have moved down, so we need to blank that out now.
Ah, yes, okay. And then here's our new hosta.
Yep.
Which we
With an
planted
S.
just the other. Oh, and here's our new foxglove
Yeah.
as well. This is all a sort of collaboration with Poppy. She's been very planty. We've
Yep.
been going out and buying things and planting them a lot. The pond. Marvellous breeding place for amphibians every year.
Yeah, we've got lots of newts in there.
Lots of newts.
We
And
need
there's
to
a thimble waving to newts, which is what this thimble does. And now what do we get? We get another rose, which is sprawling. That needs a stick, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So
it
we need
doesn't
we need to
tuck it.
stand that one up.
I did kind of. I just need more.
You need a better stick.
A better stick, yeah. Well, ultimately, what needs to happen is, when this is flowered, is I need to cut it right back down. Do you know what I mean? So that it
Well,
goes,
yes, we have actually done that. It's
I am this
this
shape that
the,
I'm
the
supposed to be.
combination of the variety of this garden and the amount of time we put into it means that every year there's something that doesn't get done as well as something that does.
Oh yes, it's marvellous. It leaves plenty for the imagination
And
of the
then
future.
Hidden in the picture amongst everything else is a strawberry patch that
Yep.
goes right across this little sort of path. That's supposed to be a path down there, down to the lawn, which it sort of is, but there's sort of strawberries everywhere, which is all right. I just planted these the other day. These are, I know what these are. They are Platycodon,
Oh wow, of course.
which sounds like a prehistoric computer program. So I think apart from the upper apple tree, which we're now under, more bird feeding there, I think that's probably most of the detail done,
That's
isn't
a nice
it?
view through there, isn't it?
Yes, that's a nice view through there. We'll do the view. Can I put you in the picture now?
Where do you want me to put?
I just want to point the camera at you where you are. You could wave nicely. Okay, well that's 17.5 minutes. That's an exhausting documentary, and I think that should be enough.
I think so. We wouldn't want to go into more detail.
We will see you soon then. Bye bye.